Hey, this is Sam Black with my first draft from day 2 of the Mythic Invitational Qualifier on Arena. And I've opened Avonport Caretaker, so that's good. Some chance I wheel the Weaver of Blossoms or Wolf Strike, which would be great. I have a particular fondness for Witness to the Future, but it's not ideal with Avonport Caretaker. Anyway, we're going to take this and see what happens. Biolume Egg is the best card in this pack. I'm going to take it. Fierce Retribution is probably the other notable card here. Biolume Egg is best if you are blue-black, but I think that I can just prioritize exploit guys a little bit, and it'll be fine in a blue-green deck. Also, anything that helps scry or manipulate your library is good when you have a very powerful bomb to draw to. I'm going to take Wolf Strike. I like to minimize my non-creature spells in blue-green, but Wolf Strike is one of the best. Also, there aren't any particularly good blue or green creatures in this pack. Wolf Strike's probably just the best card in this pack. The other cards I like are Chill and Syncopate, but I'm much more attached to my green card than my blue card. And I think this is just the only way to go here. Now I have to decide if... No, I'm just going to take the Toxic Scorpion. I want to just stay alive to find my Caretaker, so a cheap blocker does that well. Millipede's potentially strong in some versions of blue-green, but I think if I'm supposed to be that deck, I can table the Millipede. And while Chill of the Grave is a better card than Toxic Scorpion, there's a good chance that I'll be the kind of blue-green deck that wants a high creature count, in which case I don't really want Chill of the Grave. And Toxic Scorpion is also like a hard kill with Wolf Strike, so clearly right here. Seeing a second Skull Scab this late is interesting, but there's no way I can pivot off of these green cards, particularly because one of them's Caretaker. If this weren't an Avonport Caretaker and were just any normal card, I might take the Skull Scab just to see if the other one tables. But as is, I think I should take either the Disciple, the Massive Might, or the Syncopate. And I'm actually going to take the Syncopate. These cards are kind of filler for what I'm trying to do. Syncopate will help stay alive better than these will, and I'm planning to draft for Inevitability. Lunar Rejection's awesome. The best non-creature for blue-green, I think, at any rarity. White is looking very open. I don't think that's going to be relevant to me, though. I'm pretty attached to these colors. Wow. I can't tell what colors people around me are drafting. I was thinking the last pack didn't have black, but here's a really late bleed dry. For me, this is between Snarling Wolf, Millipede, and another Syncopate. And I guess I could also take the Steelclad Spirit. But I'm going to take the... Steelclad Spirit. Here I'm going to take Chill, the only card in my colors. I tabled the Witness. And I'm actually going to potentially look to be a Witness deck here. Because it's looking like the draft is pushing me toward a spell rather than creature version of blue-green. And, I mean, I also don't care about these other cards. I think the Spirit is better than the Entomber. Really late Kindly Ancestor, but I don't want to try to use that. I'll take another Chill. It's very good with Witness. So the main card I'm looking for out of the rest of this draft is Retriever Scab. Or I don't think that's the name of it, but Repository Scab. Wow, last pick Heron. Very tempted to try to splash the Valorous Stance here. Wretched Throng is good. It's a little bit late to get into it. I could just take the Sharpshooter. I'm going to take the Valorous Stance. It's just so much stronger. And here's a Taxidermist, which is perfect. Helps with the splash, and is very strong. Just ideal card for this deck. Oh, I could take the board. I think all of these creatures are pretty bad. So I'll take the Soul Cipher board. I'd have to pivot a little from where I am to want this. It's also potentially a reasonable sideboard card. Take Cruel Witness here. Don't have any 4-drops with like a flyer. I don't think I want to splash the Comer or the Imprisonment. I think I just take Toxic Scorpion. Wretched Throng could also be a consideration. If I table one Wretched Throng, I might table the other, and if I don't table the first, I don't want the second. Okay, so this is between Throng and Imprisonment. And I'm going to take Throng. Could also take Crushing Canopy. I should watch for those later. I think I want Witness over Chill and Mariner here. Witness is going to help dig for Caretaker. One argument for the Mariner is that it can potentially make it knight in advance of the Caretaker. This black is weak. I'll take the Millipede. I don't plan to play it main. But I could see siding it in potentially. Take retrieval here. Take another Millipede. So the Throngs, I don't think I'm getting. Sharpshooter over the Sporeback Wolf. I have plenty of 2-drops. I think Weaver Flossomus is better than Evolving Wilds because it's a second werewolf to let me get to night. Just better than the blue cards. I'm not going to splash a Braid. I'd like a Scattered Thoughts, but not at the expense of a Weaver here. Gonna take Evolving Wilds. And now my splash is very well supported with a Taxidermist, 2 Weavers, and an Evolving Wilds. Could even consider the Heron of Hope. Just gonna take the Skywarp Scab here. Running out of chances to find the Repository Scab, which is disappointing. I guess there were a lot of Skull Scabs passed, so it might make sense to not see them. I'm actually going to take Imprisonment over Wash Away here. I think my white splash is well enough supported that I could use the removal spell. It's looking bad for the Violet Meg. I have no exploit creatures. I would love a lot of this, the Retribution and all the green cards, but I think I'm actually going to take the Wolf Strike with 2 Toxic Scorpions. I think I've ended up in a good enough Witness the Future deck that I'm probably going to play Witness the Future even without a loop. I don't love Snarling Wolf in my deck, but I think I wanted over splashing a Celebrant or something. Pretty happy to pick up a Canopy from the sideboard. I don't really see myself using any of this. I'm not going to need 2 boards. I can't imagine why I'd want that. This can at least, like, block flyers, I guess. Maybe I wanted the Aim for the Head? I don't know. Okay, I think this deck is pretty strong, even if it's missing some things I was hoping to see, mostly just the ability to loop witness. Let's see. I think my weakest cards are the Snarling Wolves, the Sharpshooter, debatably the Steelclad Spirits. They can never attack. I have the Taxidermists, or the Scorpions do something similar. Yeah, Steelclad might be the cut. At least one of them. Then I'm going to cut either the Retrieval or the other one, I suppose. I can side in Spirits if they're good. I don't need this many planes. More forest heavy because my fixing's green. And this is my deck.